To understand how sharing affects a person's subjective and objective knowledge, the researchers allowed a group of students to read and share a range of news articles. The students then had to rate their subjective knowledge of each article before completing 3 multiple-choice questions that assessed their objective knowledge.
It's not easy to make a one-turbine blade. Conventional blades require a lot of labor. They are a sandwich composed of fiberglass, sheets of balsa wood and a chemical called an epoxy thermoset resin. A heat oven is required to give blades the proper shape, strength, smoothness and flexibility to catch the wind and turn the turbine.
Successful economies and cultures are built on trust, but a number of high-profile data breaches and privacy intrusions have caused anxiety for consumers. New legislation may be needed to bolster confidence in the digital marketplace, but we've got to be thoughtful about it, so we don't strangle the golden goose that we call the internet. Eco-anxiety refers to a fear of environmental damage or ecological disaster. This sense of anxiety is largely based on the current and predicted future state of the environment and human-induced climate change. Anxiety around environmental issues may stem from the awareness of a rising risk of extreme weather events, losses of livelihood or housing, fears for future generations, and feelings of helplessness. Liver cancer can be fatal, but experts are still working to understand how to best screen for and prevent liver cancer. Data from a recent study suggests that a diet high in processed fiber could increase some people's liver cancer risk. Testing for the level of bile acids could help identify people at risk of developing liver cancer who may need a lower intake of fiber. In the not-so-distant past, society shunned people with mental health conditions. Some people believed that evil spirits or divine retribution were responsible for mental illness. Although this way of thinking has been extricated from society in much of the world, it still casts a long shadow. The teleology and historical contingency of biology make it unique among the sciences. Both of these features stem from perhaps biology's only general guiding principle, evolution. It depends on chance and randomness, but natural selection gives it the appearance of intention and purpose. Animals are drawn to water not by some magnetic attraction, but because of their instinct to survive. Social media is a powerful tool for making people feel more knowledgeable and may have benefits for people's mental health. Feeling smart can improve self-esteem, commented Dr. Ward. Indeed, studies have shown that news sharing can lead to social learning and political engagement, encouraging people to take more active roles in their communities. A lullaby or cradle song is a soothing song or piece of music that is usually played for children or for adults. See music and sleep all. The purposes of lullabies vary. In some societies they are used to pass down cultural knowledge or tradition. Lullabies can be found in many countries and have existed since ancient times. There's a lot of research out there that suggests social media are a useful tool to stay connected to others. In fact, those who use social media more also report feeling more social support. However, all of this comes with a huge caveat. We simply don't know about cause and effect. People with generally sensitive skin have local reactions to chemicals, dyes, and fragrances present in products that come into contact with their skin. They may also get rashes or irritation from clothing or friction. Some people are allergic to certain substances and may react on their skin. People might think that they're anxious about math because they're bad at it, but it's often the other way around. They're doing poorly in math because they're anxious about it. Some psychologists think that's because math anxiety decreases a cognitive resource called working memory. That's the short-term memory system that helps you organize the information you need to complete a task. When you're scared, your body will typically try to take in more sensory information, so your face will open up as you breathe more deeply and scan the environment with your eyes. On the other hand, when you're disgusted, you'll generally reject sensory information. In fact, a lot of what we perceive as flavor comes from odor molecules that float up to our smell receptors through our mouths. And as with taste, studies have shown the visual cues we get from color help us identify smells more quickly and accurately. In fact, one study found that the source of a smell doesn't have to be the corresponding color.
The most significant difference between an eating disorder and disordered eating is whether or not a person's symptoms and experiences align with the criteria defined by the American Psychiatric Association. The term disordered eating is a descriptive phrase, not a diagnosis.